Ramaiah. She's a Hindu and she's all the way from Sutton Coldfield. She's coming to talk to you about her experience as a Hindu and how that impacts on her in the society. And at the end, she'll give you the opportunity to ask some questions.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you all okay?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's right. Namaste. Namaste. Namaste is the way we greet when we meet people. Yeah. And would anybody have an idea what namaste means? Hello? Yeah?
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah? Anybody else? Namaste means it's made of two words. Namaste means you can say it is hello, good morning, and welcome. It can be anything if you translate or interpret it in English. But Namaste means when I'm wishing anybody whom I meet, irrespective of whoever they are, whatever gender, whatever caste, creed, or whatever religion, I always go down to them and I say Namaste. That means the divine in me is in you, everybody as well. So I respect you and I bow to you. That's how we say Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you very much. And your teacher has already introduced me. My name is Jyothy Ramaiah. I was also a lecturer not long ago, till last year, and I gave up my teaching just a year ago because I do lots of volunteer work, and this is one of my volunteer work I do. I visit schools, and I also work as a voluntary and a trustee is one of the biggest temple in Europe called Balaji Temple. Has anybody heard of that? A temple, Balaji Temple? Okay. It is in Delhi. It is one of the biggest purpose-built temples on a South Indian architecture. And I work there, or I can't say I work there, I'm not paid there. I work as a volunteer there. And like you, we have different schools come and visit to every week, twice a week, and they come from all over UK to learn about Hinduism. So I am trained as one of the faith guide, and I take them around the temple explaining what is Hinduism is all about. So I've been told that you are learning about Hinduism in your year. Is that right?
Yeah.
Have you gotten, or why do you think you are learning any religion for that matter, irrespective of Hinduism? You are learning about other religion as well. Is there any particular reason for it? They have put it as a part of the curriculum. Why do you think they have put it as a part of the curriculum?
It's like an understanding of the world that there's different people in other religions.
Yes, it has. Give him a clap. Yes, it is very important because we live in a multicultural society where, or for that matter, you go anywhere in the world, you come across people who are from different faiths, different backgrounds, different beliefs and values. So when we come across people, we should be in a position to know what they are. If we don't know, if we don't have knowledge of what other religions practice and what we do, then we tend to be quite apprehensive. We might not become friends, or we have a different opinion or judgment, make judgments about them. So to avoid that and to create, what is that? To create, what is that important? That we have to learn about other religion. So we learn to cooperate. Yes, we learn to. Anybody?
Respect.
Yes, give it a big clap. We learn to respect each other. That's the most important basis is so that we learn to respect each other. And what else? Come on. accept each other. It is not just tolerating. Tolerating is, okay, you do what you want to do, I do what I want to do. So it's okay. It is not like that. Because we all have different faith, different. Not for me? Oh, okay. So we learn to respect and accept everybody. Okay? And by learning to respect and accept everybody, what does that lead to?
Having lots of work. Having lots of work. Having lots of community.
Having a nice community.
Yes, yeah, you have a nice community. Give it a clap. Just say that your students until there, I can only shout this one. Okay? And I want everybody to participate. As I said, I'm not here to give a lecture about what we Hindus do or anything. I want to put just a basis to say this thing to say that it is how important it is to learn about other religions so that we learn to respect and accept other religion so that it brings the community together, it brings a harmony in the community, isn't it? We learn to care about each other, and that all will create what? What is that we are all striving for in the world now? Yeah, give it a clap. So that there is a change. And we all think, okay, I practice differently than the other person practices, but we're all not we might be different in practicing, but at the end of the day, we're all the same. So, and we learn to respect, accept, we become friends and a bigger community. It becomes a global village and creates a peace and harmony in the world, which is what we are all looking for. Is that right? Yes? Do you agree? Yeah? If you want to ask me any question in between as well, I'm quite happy to answer. Okay? Yeah? So, I am a Hindu. Do I look like a Hindu? Do I? In what way? Everyone is the same. That's what I wanted to say. I am a Hindu. I am still a human being. Yeah? And so Hinduism is not a name given to us. Is not a name. Hinduism is one of the oldest religion, and it was the name given to Hinduism by the people, foreigners who invaded, the outsiders who invaded or who came to visit India or invade India. They started calling us Hindus because the people who lived near Sindh Valley, yes, in east of, it is between Pakistan and India. It's a huge Sindh Valley. The people who lived near Sindh, they were called as Hindus. Okay, so the Hinduism is not we have no one founder, or we don't have many founders. It is an evolved religion, and people who lived throughout the years, by their spiritual experiences, they have formed a Hinduism. Okay, and Hinduism is not just a way of life; it is a culture as well. The Hinduism is not, as I said, it has no one founder. It is not based on a personality, but it is based on the principles of it. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Anything you want to ask me?
Should parents teach their children about religion?
Yes, I am born as a Hindu. I am a Hindu. That is my birthright. So you cannot become a Hindu or convert into Hinduism. There is no conversion. But as when I practice Hinduism, so naturally my children practice. But one thing I want to say, in Hinduism, although my children, they have a freedom to practice what they want to practice. Okay, the principles are given to them. Yeah, there is nothing to say. The recommendations are given to them. The values are given to people, but there is no restrictions to say that you are a Hindu, you do this, you don't do this. The consequences are explained to them. But there is no strict rule to say that you have to do this, you have to do this. So for example, I would teach my children, no matter what you become, whether you become a Muslim or you become a Hindu, whatever religion you want to follow, it's up to you. But at the end of the day, I want them to be good human beings. That's what I've taught my children. I can only talk about myself. Yeah, that's what my parents taught us. Although we were watching my parents practicing their religion, the rituals and the prayers, visiting the temples, celebrating the festivals and all. But I myself, as I grew, I read many things. I have developed my own personality, my own values and principles as well. Yeah.
What God do you believe in and what's the story behind it? What God do you believe in, what's the story behind it?
What God do I believe? Yeah. So I don't know if you ask me, hey, what God do I believe in? I believe in one God. Yeah. That God has different names. And I also believe that God exists in everywhere. God exists everywhere, in every universe, in every atom, God exists. Yeah? So I believe that God exists everywhere, and I believe God is there. Yeah. So I can't give a name to the God. The names are given to the God to describe him, or they're all adjective to say so and so is called so and so is called so, because it is just the adjectives. The real God, whom I believe, or the Hindus in general believe, is only one God who is supreme power. Yeah, he is omnipresent. He has attributes or he has no attributes. He has no gender. He is colorless, odorless, and his existence is everywhere in the world. Like energy. If someone asks me to describe what energy or what you believe in energy, I would just put a switch and the light comes, but I cannot describe how fast it has come, how it has come, isn't it? So like that, it is an energy. It's a cosmic energy everywhere. So I believe that God exists in everywhere and in everywhere.
Why is he represented like that?
But
Why is the God represented like that? Why is the God represented?
I can't hear, I'm sorry, I got it.
Why does God represent God like that?
Why is God represented?
Why do you represent God in the form that you have just explained?
Okay. Believe, because in everything around us, yeah, there is a God in everything. Yeah, that's how we believe. Because everything you can see, if you see there is a nature, there is a God in the nature, because if you take a sky, or if you take a tree, or a rain, and for that matter, air, space, everything is useful to me. Whatever is useful to me, I feel that there is a goodness in it, so that goodness I consider as God. Yeah, even animals or plants or trees, people around me, as a living beings or non-living, there is everything. Everything has to be operated in a different way. Everything which exists on the earth, which exists on the earth is useful. So whichever is useful to me, I respect and I believe, consider that God exists in it. Yeah? Okay? Anybody else?
Do you believe in the afterlife?
Huh?
Do you believe in the afterlife?
I believe in afterlife. I believe whether I believe in it or not. That's what there are instances when people have said there is a reincarnation. Yeah. So what we do is when someone passes away, yeah, we usually cremate the body, not bury the body, because we think the soul which exists in the human being is gone to take another life. So the physical body has no value, so we cremate the body. So once the soul has gone, so because we don't have a concept of heaven and hell in Hinduism. Whatever you do, a good deed, you have a reward of good. Whatever, if you do a bad, you have a consequence of facing the bad. So it is believed that if I have done something good until the end, if I have done the best, then it reaches the moksha, then they are not, ultimate this thing, then they are not born. But till then, the human beings are born again and again, so that they have to pay their penance. Yeah?
Do you pray every day or?
I do. We pray every day. That is part of our ritual. We pray every day. For Hindus, prayer is very important. Whether I pray because I love to pray. But some people pray or don't pray. It is up to each individual. It is about their time constraint or the place where they live. Yeah, that's it. But I do pray. But in Hinduism, the everyday life is start from the morning. One second, I'm replying to you. Every day we get up in the morning, and as soon as we get up in the morning, I get up in the morning, I always rub my hand, create a positivity, and I put it to my eyes. Then I say thank you to Sun God, for making the day, for beginning the day. Then we get up and we have a shower, and then I get ready, then I go to my little temple which I have in my house. So every Hindu, we don't have to go to the temple. Most of them will have a little shrine or altar in their house, and I go there, then I light the lamp. And when I light the lamp, and I say, light is a source of energy, and light also removes the darkness, isn't it? It signifies knowledge. So when I light a lamp, I say it has removed the darkness, and it has taken me from darkness to the light or ignorance to the knowledge. When I pray, then I sing hymns, then I offer some fruits and flowers. It makes nicer. It makes me feel nicer because it has brought a peace to my body, and then when I start the day, it helps me. It is like a meditation. Praying is like a meditation for me, and we all pray with the family in the morning as well. Yeah? Anybody? Yeah.
What's the most special day that you pray on?
What is the most special?
Day that you pray on.
Day that you pray on.
What is the most special?
Which is the most special day for you?
Most special day.
Pray.
Every day is a special day. Yeah? Every day is a special day. Irrespective of whatever the day, I pray for all the days. But there are special days. People, if they are praying to different gods, everybody will have their own personal gods as well. Okay? So I might pray to every god, or I may to a specific god. So if they are praying to a particular god, they might do it on Monday. Or if they are praying to Vishnu, they do it on Saturday. If they are praying to goddess, they do it on Tuesday or Friday. Yeah.
Do you have like a certain day where you celebrate, so like where all the religions come together, so Sikhism, Hinduism and all the other religions come together like to a temple and have like a celebration? Like on
Yeah, that is the celebration called Diwali. Diwali is one celebration where Sikhs celebrate and Hindus celebrate as well. And the another one is a Holi, and celebrated both by Sikhs and Hinduism. Don't forget, Sikhism came after Hinduism. Sikhism, Buddhism, Jainism, they all have derivatives have come after Hinduism. People started believing differently. They started doing their own this thing. So Diwali is one celebration. We do it together. Both Sikhs and Hindus do it together when it is good over evil. So the people light the lamp, and the Sikhs think that one of their gurus came back from the war, so they wanted to celebrate. Whereas in Hindus, the Rama, one of our characters from our epic story, when he came back from the exile, the people of his kingdom wanted to celebrate, so that is how we celebrate. It is actually the light, as I say, is source of energy, and we feel that it removes ignorance and brings. Okay, anybody? Yeah.
Why have you chose Hinduism?
What?
Why have you chosen?
I have not chosen Hinduism. I am born into Hinduism. So because I'm born into Hinduism, not that was my choice. I was born into Hinduism. Then, as I grew along and I have observed everything around, my parents have done, my community have done everything, and I've read reading about it, and I felt Hinduism is not just a life, it is a philosophy, it is a science, it's a deep philosophy. It teaches lots of values, does sort of lot. Not that other religions have not done it, and I have read about other religion as well. So it just suits me, and I've just kept to be. But I go to mosque, I go to Gurudwara, I go to church. I went to school, Christian school, where every morning I went to the church to pray. I have no this thing, and I have in my house. I'll say that I have a little altar where I have every God. I have a Jesus Christ. I have a Mother Mary with the Jesus. I have Buddha, Krishna, every God. A Zoroastrian. I've got Sikhs. I've got a Bible. I've got a Quran as well in my house. So although I call myself a Hindu because I feel I'm just want to be a good human being, but I have learned to respect every religion. Yeah.
How does your daily routine differ to someone who's non-religious?
I cannot say it is different in anything I do than that, because is it because of I follow religion, they don't follow religion, you mean? Okay, so I cannot judge them because they don't have a religion, they don't pray in the morning and they just get up and go. I cannot say that, I cannot judge. It doesn't matter, some people have religion, some people don't have religion. Some people believe in it, either they're atheist or a believer, it doesn't matter. As long as they are following the principle, they're not harming anybody, they're getting on with their lives, it is no different than mine.
You know how you said you had a shrine, where do you put it?
What?
You know how you said you had a shrine, where do you put it?
That shrine is in my house, you mean?
Yeah, in the house. Where do you put
It's in my house, in my dining room. It is above my fireplace, a nice one. You had lots of questions. Come on, anybody else? No.
If you don't bury the body, then where does it go?
Pardon?
If you don't bury the body, where does it go?
If you don't bury the body, we cremate the bodies. So it burns and it becomes ashes. Yeah? Okay? So it becomes ashes because I said that the soul has a life, it leaves the body and goes and takes. I think even, yeah? You had many questions. Yeah? Okay.
When you cremate the body, what would you do with it? Would you like scatter it over the
Yes, exactly that. So when they have cremated the body, so the people have their own specific place. Some people would take it to India, to Ganges. Some people, if they can't travel it, they go and leave it in the, they scatter it on some field or leave it in the water or something. It is up to each individual. Yeah, what they believe, and some people take it back to India, some people just scatter it somewhere here. They have made a special place now for Hindus to scatter the ashes so that it doesn't contaminate the water. There is a particular space, I think in Leicester or somewhere. Mm-hmm. I want the people who have not asked me the question, you have to really scream, otherwise I'll keep asking you. Yeah.
Is there a certain age that you have to pray at? Is there a certain age that you pray at?
No. There isn't anything like certain age to pray. They can pray as soon as they realize to talk and realize to walk, and they're aware the atmosphere is like that. They just participate in the prayer the other people in the family are doing. You finished? Anybody who have not asked me questions? You ask me questions.
It's a different way of praying.
Different way, yes, we do. There are four different ways of praying, and some people it's like a bhakti. Some people have a devotion. Yeah, they sit in a place and they just with the devotion they do pray and they sing hymns. Yeah, and chant or sing prayers and things like that. They do that. There are some people may not do it, just sit in a place and pray and with their beads and everything. But there are some people think helping people or karma yogi they are called. They are the people who like to serve people. So have you heard of Mother Teresa? She lived in India. She is well known for her charity. She said serving hands are better than praying lips. She said, instead of just sitting there praying, please go and serve the people. Yeah. So if you want to serve God, or if you want to do something good, you be good to other human beings or other people as well. Yeah. Okay. So different people, or some people just want to gain more knowledge. Yeah. Some people want to read more and more, get knowledge and spread knowledge. So different people have different way of praying as well. Am I doing all right, Mr. William?
What do you like about your religion?
What do I like
About your religion.
What do I like about my religion? Yes. I like about my religions because I have the freedom. I have a freedom to do what I want to do. I have a freedom to wear what I want to wear. I have a freedom to go where I want to go. I have a freedom to wear or eat. I have no restrictions from my religion to say, you do this, if you don't do this, you're not Hindu. If you do this, you are a Hindu. It doesn't restrict me like anything. And it is a philosophy. And it is a very deep philosophy. As I read more and more, I haven't even learned even 1% of what Hinduism is teaching me, because there is so much to learn about my faith, myself. Yeah, did I answer your question? Thank you. You asked me question. Whoever not asked me question, yes. Sir.
What is
Mr. Bill. Huh?
what is the atmosphere like for you praying?
What's the atmosphere like when you're praying?
Wow. It depends. Sometimes I have a minute to pray. When I'm leaving in the morning, I just quickly go to my shrine and I light the lamp and I leave. But at the end of that prayer, I say, peace, peace, peace. That means peace for me, peace for my community, peace on earth. So when I chant my prayer, when I have prayed, it just brings a calm in myself. Okay? And it helps me to deal with day to day. I might be facing a difficult day. I was coming to visit you people today, and I thought, wow, how are they going to be? So do you think I prayed? Do you think so? Yeah. Did I pray that all of you behave and don't give me a hard time? No. It is just that whatever I've come to do, I wanted to do to best of my knowledge. That's what I would pray, and I would say, prayer is so much, it is my personal thing, and it is so much in me, I just pray. Okay? It makes me happy, it makes me whatever it is. It is difficult to explain. Yeah. Have you asked me a question before? Yeah, come on, anybody else? Okay.
Were you born into a religion or did you join?
Were you born into the religion or did you join?
Were you born into a religion? I am born into a religion. And my parents were Hindus, so I'm born into a religion. Yeah. As I said, different people have a different rituals. Yeah, different. They do it differently. Yeah, the concept is the same. Okay, the concept of praying is the same, irrespective of whatever religion, whether it is Hindus or Muslims or Christians. The concept of praying is the same. Whether they sit in the mosque or they sit in the church, we always kneel and bend and we pray. The concept of praying is the same in all the religions. We pray for maybe for a peace, we pray for different things we pray for. And we pray, and as we pray, we always analyzing ourselves. It is a part of it. When I'm praying, prayer is that. I'm always every day analyzing myself. Have I done something bad? Have I done something good? How should I better myself every day? That is also a part of my prayer. Anybody?
They actually studying religion in India and looking at Hinduism. Is there anything you want to talk to them about in relationship to Hinduism within India, and if there's any difference in the practices in this country?
Okay. Hinduism is the largest religion. 80% of the Hindus in India are Hindus. They are no different than the people who have left the country. Probably if I was in India, I wouldn't have read so much about Hinduism because I would have been in the same atmosphere. But since I've left India, I have taken more interest to learn about my religion, my faith, why I'm questioning why it is done that way, why it is done this way. Is that the right thing to do? Is that not the right thing to do? I have questions. So I don't think it is any different. Probably in India, when they have time, they have lots of time. They are not as busy as we Hindus are here. So they spend more time in celebrating festivals or rituals. They spend more time than I would do or other Hindus would do here. Okay? They have more time. They have more temples to visit. They have more families, more celebrations. They do it more than I would do it in UK, living in a UK, because I would have that kind of time or opportunity to meet other people with the same interest. Yeah. Anybody?
Do you enjoy your religion?
I think so. I do enjoy my religion. That's why I come here to talk about it, because I do. As I said, it has just given me whatever I want to be. It has, it has given me freedom. It has given me opportunities. Yeah.
Is there certain words you say when you pray?
But
Is there certain words you say?
there are lots of prayers in our scriptures, yeah, and they pray for different gods with the different prayers. So people learn either a few words or a lot of words. Yeah. Anything else?
You want to just talk a little bit of some of the key beliefs?
That's what I want. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay. So I just want Mr. Williams asked, what is the key values of Hinduism? That's what you want. So, excuse me. Okay. When I came, I asked you a question that why we are learning about different religion. Yeah. As a part of the curriculum, then we talked that we learn. It is important to learn about other religion so that it learns or it teaches us to respect each other, accept each other, isn't it? So that when we come across people, we have no inhibitions or we don't feel uncomfortable when someone has come with a different faith or belief. We don't feel uncomfortable listening. So what was your question?
Some of the key beliefs.
Yeah. So, do you think, all of you, everybody I'm asking, the key values or the basic principles of Hinduism is different than other religious beliefs, other religious values? Do you think so?
Yeah.
Yes? Anybody? The gentleman there says yes. The values, or is it same or different in Hinduism and the religion you practice? Come on, come on, come on. Is it same or different? It is the same. Anybody? I personally think the key values of Hinduism is no different than the religion other people practice or the practice you practice. So what is the key value in Christianity or whatever the religion you practice? Anybody? What is that value you have in your Christianity?
To accept everyone.
To accept everybody. What else? Come on.
Like to show like respect and peace and everything. So to show like respect and peace.
To respecting people, accepting everybody. Then, come on here.
Respect God.
Anybody? What is the value? To be all the religion, whether Hinduism or my religion or your religion, all of them, the basic principle is the same. I said, all of them teaches you to be good human being, a good person. To be a good person, we need certain character, certain values. What are they? No. Come on, anybody? Is everybody, what did it mean? He's the only one in the class.
Not hurt people.
Not to hurt people. Exactly. Not to harm people. Not to hurt people. Then, come on. Pardon? Accept everybody. Then,
No stealing.
no stealing, no cheating. Yeah? Anybody? It's the same value as I have in your religion and my religion. Yeah? One second. Give me 1 minute. Okay. So the basic value in our religion is respecting whatever exists around. The first person, first we learn to, hello, am I boring? Someone is yawning, someone is moving. Yeah? The first is we learn to respect our mother. Okay? The first value is respecting your mother. Because mother is the most important part of your life, isn't it? She gives you birth, she looks after you, she cares for you, loves you, and everything. Then we learn to respect Mother Earth. What is Mother Earth? Hello, hello. We learn to respect Mother Earth. Okay? Because the earth is important. That's one we live on. It has given us a place and a home to us. Then we respect our my father, yeah, and we respect our teachers as well. So all of them we consider we have a God in them, the mother, the father, and the teacher, who is we call them a guru. Then non-violence is important. Non-violence is one of the important value or thought, because it is not just hurting somebody just physically, but you can even say things to people and it can upset as well, isn't it? And also, what is the latest one we are doing? The violent one we are doing to people, to each other. Cyberbullying, yeah? Is that what you said? No? Okay, he didn't say, but I heard it. So cyberbullying, people are recording or people are sending horrible message to each other. Even that is not acceptable. Yeah, even it is whether it is Hinduism or being truthful. Because Hinduism is a Sanatana Dharma. That means we all have a duty and a responsibility for the community and the society and the family we live in. That is what is taught. Being truthful, being honest, caring for people, being kind, yeah, and giving charity. They're all important values, which is no different than what you people practice. Okay? Anything else? Any question you want to ask? Anybody? No?
Has anyone ever judged you for being a different religion?
Pardon?
Has anyone ever judged you for being a different religion?
I don't know. It is up to them. If they want to judge, it is their problem, not my problem. What I am, I am. So far, nobody has. People make judgments, people comment, people say things. Whether it is because of my religion or my color, or it could happen to anybody, isn't it? It doesn't matter. It is to me or anybody. People can judge you for anything you are, whether it's a religion or a color or a height or weight, anything. People have that. This thing. So it doesn't bother me because it has nothing to do with them. It is to do with them. Yeah.
If you wasn't a Hindu, then what religion would you be? Or would you be? If you wasn't a Hindu, then what religion would you be?
I don't know. I have not experienced anything. Whether it's a Hindu or a not Hindu, it doesn't matter to me as long as I'm a good human being. Yeah.
You know, like your religion is like a baseline of rules.
But
What you know, your religion has like rules, so like, and they have like a lot, like quite a few rules. What if you break up most of those rules? Do you then be like against the religion or not?
as I said, a religion doesn't say that if you do such thing, you're a Hindu. If you don't do such thing, you're not a Hindu. If that person has done something which is not right, that person will face the consequences. Okay? Yeah. So the religion is not going to condemn them because he's done that, but that particular person who has done which is not right will face the consequences.
What do you apply or would today?
Pardon?
What do you apply?
My what?
What do you apply?
I pray because it makes me happy. I pray it makes me, when I pray, as I said, I analyze myself so that it makes from today and next minute, I want to be a better person. As I grow every day, I want to improve myself, want to better myself. That's what I pray for. Is my 1 hour finished or?
Are you proud to be a Hindu?
I am definitely. I'm proud to be a Hindu because that's the only religion I know. I am proud to be a Hindu. Yes, I am.
You say if you had children, and they're born Hindus, what if they don't want to be a Hindu? Could they leave that religion and join a different religion?
It's up to them. My daughter is a doctor, married to an English boy. And they decide and they're going to have a baby. They decide what religion the baby is going to follow. And my daughter follows what religion she's learned. And she respects her husband's religion. And my son-in-law is also a doctor. He accepts his religion and respects his wife's religion as well. Yeah? So I don't mind if they don't want to be Hindus. I don't mind at all. And my son is a philosopher. And he did a degree in philosophy. He analyzes everything. If he wants to follow, if he doesn't follow, it's up to them. Anybody?
When you pray to God, you pray for something.
I just go to the shrine and I've got lots of idols, different gods, and I just pray. Maybe I just pray, it is just the spirituality. The images are just there, that's all for me. The images are just there, and I just see it, you look at the images, and I pray. Anything else you want to ask me, children? Oh, sorry, the boys and girls? Or, I don't know. Anything else? people go to temple. I can only talk about the temple I work. I volunteer in Delhi. It's not very, just 25 minutes from here. Yeah. So we have, at the weekend, we have 1,000 to 2,000 people come to the temple. We serve food for all of them. And the weekdays, because of people are working, there will be maybe 20, sometimes 5, sometimes 100. Depends on each individual district. Yeah. But as special occasions, like a festivals or Diwali or holy special occasions or a New Year, we sometimes have 7,000 to 10,000 people a day. Anybody? Yeah? No, that the gentleman who did ask the question before.
What clothes do you wear to praying?
Pardon?
What clothes do you wear to praying?
I don't have any specific clothes. I get ready and whatever the clothes I'm going to wear outside, the same clothes I wear.
The prayers have to be like a certain amount of time, or will they be like short prayers or long prayers? How long do they have to be?
Depends on how much time people have. So sometimes it doesn't matter whether you pray for 1 hour, 1 minute, you pray for 1 hour. It doesn't matter. How much you have concentrated, put your heart into it, is matters. People can sit there and their mind may be, if your concentration is very low, your mind may be wandering around, you may be just sitting there thinking of praying, but you can just concentrate for 1 minute and with the pure heart you're praying, that's more than enough. Yeah. Yeah.
What do the different gods represent?
What?
What do the different gods represent?
Okay. Different God represents, as I said. I said Hinduism. People ask me because people from different faiths and backgrounds meet me and they say, "Oh, wow, you Hindus, you pray to different millions of gods." And I said, yes, we believe in the millions of gods, and we believe in just one God, a supreme power who is omnipresent, who is everywhere. That one supreme power is prayed in different forms. Okay? But we also believe in just one God who is a supreme power, who is omnipresent, his existence is everywhere in the universe. Okay? That is like an atom, like an energy, whatever you call it. Yeah? That's supreme power. Because a lot of things happen, whether I believe in God or not, lots of things happen which are not, even the science cannot explain. Even I cannot, nobody can explain. There are certain things, the way it happened, it has no explanation, isn't it? They can say, oh, wind blows like this, it has oxygen, it has this thing, and H2O, water is like this, and things like that. But how it is formed, nobody knows, isn't it? How was the water formed? How was the air goes from this to this? Why it rains? Things like there are certain things which cannot, it is beyond explanation even by the science. Okay? So that energy or that supreme power, we pray in different forms. Okay? So like a life cycle. Okay? So the creation, when it happens, the creator who created the world is called Brahma. And once the world is created, then, 1 second, I am talking to him. Okay? Once the creation is done, the world, earth, or anything else, the human beings have come, then it has to be sustained and protected and looked after. And the God who does it is called Vishnu. Okay? So once it is created and it's sustained, then it has to come to an end, isn't it? So the destroyer is called Shiva. All these three gods need energy, knowledge, strength. That is given by Shakti. That is called goddess. Okay? Goddess Shakti. Okay?
Do you believe in the Holy Trinity?
Yes. Holy Trinity is same. I don't know what the Holy Trinity is the same as the Holy Trinity. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara is the Holy
So
Trinity.
the Father, the Son, and the
We don't Father, Son, and the Ghost, because you call Jesus Christ as the Son of a God, isn't it? Once again, Excuse me. Yeah? But for our Trinity, it is all three are named God. Okay? Have I given you all explanation? Have I solved all your this thing? Anything you want to ask me? Or scrutinize me? Okay.
Do you have a holy book or a holy text?
We have, yes, we have lots of holy books. We have Vedas, which were written 10,000 years ago, and they are in different parts. We have lots of holy books we have. They're all like a moral stories, explain everything to us. Yes?
What's Hinduism?
Pardon? I think you came very late.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so I have already explained that. Anybody?
You know when you cry, do you listen to any sound or music or whatever?
Sometimes, yes. I put a prayer, I put my iPhone or any gadget I have, I put the music and listen to it as well. Yeah? Yes. If it is a sensible question, I'm running out of time, Mr. Williams.
Yes, you still have yeah.
I have still time?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the longest prayer?
Pardon?
What's the longest prayer you did?
Longest prayer? I don't know. I sometimes pray in the morning. Sometimes I pray for 1 minute. Sometimes I pray for 10 minutes, depending on how much time I have. There is no restriction for me to say that I have to do so many times prayer or I have to pray for such a long time or anything. It depends
Just
on my
5 minutes.
5 minutes? Oh, okay. Yeah? We have different festivals. Festivals are part of life. It can be religious, it can be historical, it can be remembering a particular deity or something. Some of the festivals we have, we have a harvest festival which is called Holi. We do that in the month of March, April, yeah, and then everybody splash color around and play with each other, irrespective of who it is, and enjoying spreading the joy. And we have one in October, November, we have Diwali. Yeah, I've explained that. Yeah.
What are your views on celibacy and adultery?
But
What are your views on adultery and celibacy? What are your views on celibacy and adultery?
it's up to each individual. If they have chosen that, it is their this call. I cannot judge on it. If they want to not to get married, they want to devote their life. There are lots of people who are don't want to get married, want to have a commitment because they want to devote their life to a certain service. If they have committed adultery, they face the consequence, and it is not my place to judge them. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
It was challenging. No, thank you very much. It was challenging, but you all asked me lots of questions. It was challenging, but I enjoyed thoroughly. You were different than what I expected because I thought year 8, but you were very well behaved. Asked me very sensible, very pertinent question, and I enjoyed it as well. I hope whatever the answer I gave you was useful to you. Thank you very much for inviting me.